I guess I'll have to edit that later. I'm live. Hi, guys. Sandra. Totally forgot to put the link in before I went live, so maybe I can put the link in, go back later and put it in. I really don't want to spend a lot of time on here today. I still got to find out how to get my AdSense back because back in, I don't know what it was, 2020, 2021, I was doing I remember doing some meditation videos on YouTube. I was really doing really good with meditation videos on YouTube, and then I just cold turkey stopped recording on YouTube. And for those people that have followed me back in the day, I don't know how many people follow me now. Probably a lot less now because what does that say? That's weird. When I turned the volume up, it said Aquarius. I know why. I know why. I get it now. Don't need to go into that. So when I had a following back in the day, when I was doing, I don't know how many videos I was doing, guys, 10, 15 videos a week. 2011, 2012, 2013, I was going through the process of shedding my Baptist ways. And I was no longer a Baptist in I don't know. I don't know what year it was. 2011. I was kind of done with Christianity, and I declared myself an atheist. Then I was like, would do log blah blah, maybe an agnostic. Can't really know for sure if there's a God or not. But it really does depend on how you define God. You got to have the ontological argument of what God or who God is. You can't really talk about God if you're not talking about the ontological argument, because you're talking about a sky daddy in the Bible, and that's all you're thinking of is this boxing man in the Bible. Well, then you're limited to this definition of God. And that's the thing about atheists and the atheist experience. They talk about this God in the Bible. They're not talking about all, and they will ask, well, what God are you talking about, sir? Talking about the God of the Bible? You talking about Hermes? Talking about that God? Because I really like studying about Hermes. You know, I like studying about Hermeticism. It's fabulous. It's fascinating. I love studying about astrotheology. Satan is Saturn. Saturn is Satan. There's so many schools of thought that you can go into. And when you're stuck in the Bible, oh, we're fundamentalists. Oh, we take the Bible literally. Pull my eyes out and kill me, please. Kill me, please. If you take the Bible literally, you're not my audience. Just exit stage left. Yeah. You know, I'm really trying to have patience with people that take the Bible literally, because what I'm trying to do is study syncretism. It's all one. And I'm trying to put it into order. And when you don't have a teacher, I need money, basically, right? Not working, can't find a job, almost 50 years old. This job market sucks. Okay. And if you're a baby boomer, you don't know what it's like. You just don't know what it's like. Okay. You don't know. So don't tell me just walk into a company and just say, are you hiring? Because you don't understand the applicant tracking system. You just don't understand. So, when you're online, I'm a YouTube junkie, guys. I'm just free speaking here. I really don't want to be more than 10 or 15 minutes. I have laryngitis. I'm pretty angry. I'm tired of advocating for myself. And people think I don't know how to advocate for myself, and I do, but my anger gets the best of me because I'm tired of people saying, have you thought about calling Riverside County 201? Have you thought about applying to Amazon? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't know that I already worked for Amazon. You don't know my work history. You don't know my educational history. And you don't know that I already called 50,000 times to Riverside County 201. So shut the fuck up. So let's get all that out of the way. When you don't have a teacher and you're looking for something to give you a very clear outline for free, and I have a limited amount of paperwork I could print. I think it's 25 pages a month. I'm not going to print in color. I have ink. It's what is it? HP Insta Ink. If I print in color, that monthly subscription is going to go up. And I think it was supposed to go down from $7 a month to $4, and it still says $7.50 a month because I have no income. Income is zero, guys. I can't apply for unemployment until March. I've been waiting for this for 6 months. Been riding on the wings of God for 6 months. And people love to ask me, are you 55 plus? What happens when you're 55? You turn into a magic low-income unicorn. You get all kinds of stuff. Oh, you're 55 plus. Oh, come over here. You're 55 plus. You'll get low-income housing. I'm so done with everything right now, guys. And it's really difficult to study astrology and tarot and hermeticism and the tree of life and all that stuff with all this anger. Because during the day, I look for a traditional 9-to-5 job, and people think, well, you're only applying to office jobs. No, I'm not. I'm applying to everything. And then people say, well, you're too thin. You're spreading yourself too thin. You can't apply to 50, 60, 40, 50, 60, 70 jobs. People know you're desperate. And it's like you got to tailor your resume to, like, how do you tailor your resume? I don't have one job as a retail clerk in a store. The only thing relatively close was trying to tip my tongue, service coordinator for H&R Block. Fancy term for receptionist. And I didn't just take cash. It wasn't just, hi, ding, 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 how you doing, ding. It was a lot of campaign calls. It was a lot of sales calls. If the phone wasn't ringing, we better be on the phone making those sales calls. Hi, this is Sandra from H&R Block. We had a script, like telemarketing. We had a script to follow. This is Sandra Gregson. I noticed you came in the office 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Blah, blah, blah. Come into the office. We can help you. We have a digital drop-off. Come into the office. Give us a call. We'll help you. Blah, blah, blah. You better make those phone calls. If the phone's not ringing, you better be making phone calls. That was 90% of the job. Yes, if there was somebody that came in, it was greeting them. Yes, if somebody came in, you say, let me get your tax professional. I would let them know you're here. Let me check you in. Would you like some water? Yes, there was that. But that wasn't all of the job. I never had just a retail job. Oh, excuse me, I did. 2001. That long ago. 26 years ago. Nope, 24 years ago. I worked for Burke's Outlet as a cashier. So everything else has been, sales or admin. If I don't learn artificial intelligence really soon, I'm going to be out of the workforce. So my patience is running thin, and I'm trying to study the Kabbalah. That's why I said pagan or heathen. I did that. I titled it that so I can direct those people interested in that in this video, because I don't need Christians, like born again Christians, telling me I'm going to hell with shit like that, because I don't believe in that hell. Hell is a state of mind. Heaven is a state of mind. Heaven and hell is within here based upon your thoughts. So, and hell is also your feet. So I don't believe in the devil horns and the Bible, you know. Now Baphomet is a nice thing to think of when you think of the tarot, because I study that. And I'm a YouTube junkie, guys. I have 3 fabulous dudes on YouTube that I listen to, but this is what I was going back. When you don't pay for a teacher and you have a limited amount of stuff to work with, I don't have unlimited resources. I don't have an unlimited amount of money to where I can just print and print and print. And I don't even have what is it, Acrobat? I have some weird extension now because this thing is a 2016 laptop. I bought it used. Never do that, guys. Don't ever buy a laptop used. Ever. I would say no. It's not a good idea. This computer is under the name of Paul. So and then Paul and then / Sandra for my, stuff on what you call it, Microsoft. So I have 3 favorite teachers on YouTube, but it's all free. Oh, excuse me, I do pay $14 a month for YouTube Premium, and that's the only thing that I didn't cancel. I canceled Fitness 19, $30 a month. I canceled Hulu, and I think I got to go back and recancel it because I think it's going to come off. I paused it. It was like, what, $8, $9 a month? Netflix, canceled that. I think I paused it for 1 month, maybe 2. Let's see. HP Smart Friend was my insurance for my laptop. That was like $17 a month. Canceled that. When you do not have an income, you cannot have these. And like a friend, an acquaintance said, "Have you thought about watching these things, these cartoons? How do I get it? Oh, you have to have Disney." I believe her mom pays for Disney. It's not free. There's no such thing as cable anymore. Cable. You have to pay for a subscription to Disney. Oh, sorry. Mommy, are you here? Oh, you're in heaven. Sorry, you can't pay for the subscription for me. So this woman that thinks I have money laying around, which I don't. People think I do, and they're like, well, why don't you get your tires for Uber? So get my tires for Uber and leave, and what money I have in the bank account, use that for the tires, and each tire is like $90 because they're 19-inch. Used 19-inch tires are about $90. New tires for that vehicle is about $300-$400. So you want me to get 3 used tires because they're bald to do Uber, and there's no guarantee it will pass. So I need more money. So and I tell people, so you want me to rob Peter to pay Paul? I have a limited amount of money in my bank account. Can't get general assistance with Riverside County. You have to have 0 in your bank account. And people go, well, take all the money out of your bank account. All right. Well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to pay my cell phone bill when everything's coming out automatic? And they go, oh, I'm like, yeah. You what are you going to do? You're going to put the money in your bank account? And then I get Verizon your bank account so it can be paid. You want to do that? See how it works? Everything's automatic. I got to have that stuff in the bank account. People don't understand this. So my patience is running real thin. And I'm on thin ice right here. I'm on thin ice because I can't get general assistance. You have 0 in your bank account. They kick you when you're down. And they say, oh, it's your income. I did not make $500 this month. That was in there from last month. I got to keep that money in there. So people say, just take the money out and get your tires. Then I can't pay my car insurance. And I got to have my car. And there's 1 credit card that I have. 1. And I got to pay. And they go, oh, well, just use your credit card for your tires. Yeah. And then the credit card payment goes up. I need it to go down, not up. And my patience is running really thin with these people. These people do not understand. So I will tell you, if you're single, no kids, no family, no brothers, no sisters, no parents, say your parents died. Now, if you're like a widow, you might be in a special class. I've never asked. If I was a widow, I don't think that's one of the classes that people really care about. Not saying that if you're a widow, you're going to have money. I'm not implying that at all. I'm not implying that if you're a widow, you have like life insurance. I'm not implying that at all. But there are a few classes of people where if you call Riverside County 211, they will ask you these things. And I added one. There is one more because I called another nonprofit. A friend of mine told me about this place. It's called True Evolution in Riverside County, California. So it's in the city of Riverside. And they want you to drive down there. They think you got money to drive down there. So if you're in Temecula and you don't have gas money, good luck. You know, they think that everybody has gas money. They think everybody's disabled. You know, they think everybody's got money. It's like, I'm so sick of people. I really am. I'm an Aquarius rising, guys. I like society. I don't like people. I really do like society as a whole. I don't like individual people. I'm just done with people. I really am. So, if you are one of these people, you might get help. I'm not saying you're going to get the help you need, but these are the silos. And there's like 10 of them. And one more, because I found out one more today. And I think I took a screenshot. If I didn't take a screenshot, then let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head. Disabled, 55 plus, a mom. Doesn't matter if you're a single mom or not. Who cares? If you are a mom, this country puts you on a pedestal. Oh, the children. So if you're childless, it's like, F you, seriously. So disabled, mom, veteran, over 55, Hispanic, illegal immigrant, parolee or on probation, veteran, victim of domestic violence, HIV positive, cancer, like you have cancer, diabetes, which is under disabled. And there was another one and I can't remember what it is. So if you're not one of those, why can't you get it? There's got to be something wrong with you. Oh, you're a mom. That's why you can't get a job. Oh, you're a vet. Well, don't you think if I was a veteran, I would know to go to the Veteran Affairs to get help? These people, I think I'm an idiot. If I was disabled, I would go to the Social Security office and apply for Social Security. Apply for disability. Sorry. I'm not disabled, guys. There's got to be something wrong with you to be able to get rental assistance. So if you're just unemployed and just applying, 50, 60, 70 jobs a week, applying, and you're not getting interviews and you're not getting like a foot in the door because you don't know anyone applying to those jobs, you don't know a person inside that job, fucking screwed. And I'm done. I'm so done. I'm 50. I cannot afford to live in my car at 50. I cannot. And these landlords, you know what my landlord said to me 6 months ago? Excuse me. 8 months ago. They must think I'm retarded. Just apply for disability. Excuse me? You really think I'm disabled? You think I'm fucking retarded? Shit. I think if my landlord saw all my videos from the last, I don't know how many years, they would say, wow, Sandra's been through some shit. Taking care of her mom and going through all this stuff and losing all that weight. And, you know, you could see what I looked like and the amount of work I worked on myself. It wasn't easy, guys. It took a lot of water. It took a lot of Ketotarian. What is ketotarian? It's not Atkins. It's not meat. It's a lot of fat. And I don't mean like cheese. That is dirty keto. And dirty keto does not work with me. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of leafy greens. And it's a lot of nuts and seeds and fish. Because nuts is high fat without the salt. Salt doesn't do me good because if I eat bacon, it's so salty, it'll inflame this and I'll get puffy. I know my body. So it was a lot of hard work, guys. I had to drink a lot of water, a lot of leafy greens, a lot of aerobic. I hurt my knee really bad when I was doing the Zumba. Back in, 2020, 2021, I got Zumba. I got certified. I wanted the gold for the old people, and I had to get the B1. There was no gold. There was no Zumba gold anywhere. There's nobody teaching it. So, and then they want you to pay $20, $30, $40 a month for the Zumba app. There's a Zumba app that you have to have. And if you don't have that app and you're not paying for it, it's like LinkedIn Premium. It's like $40 a month. It's like, I got to have a Zumba app just to get a job and apply to people, apply to gyms. Yeah. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. So, yeah, I applied, got a Zumba, whatever, teaching certificate. I loved it, but I couldn't keep the, whatever it was, $30, $40 a month. And they were like, you can put it on pause. I'm like, that ain't free. And they're like, that's $9 a month. I'm like, I'm telling you, cancel. $9 a month, too much. That you're charging me for nothing. You're charging me just to have it. Just put it on pause for what? These people want your money for nothing. And I'm like, I'm done. You're not getting my freaking money. You're not getting my freaking money. You're not getting it. This whole notion of you'll own nothing, you'll be happy. I want to own my shit, not rent it. I want to own it. I want to own it. What happened to owning something and then you give it to your kids? And now we have that all taken away because everything is subscription based. So it's like I have to go from look for work, apply. How many jobs do I have to apply online a week? 50, 60, 100? Is that enough? People say, oh no, you're spreading yourself too thin. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Apply to 500 a week. Go crazy, right? I do better when I apply to 10 jobs a week. What do I mean by doing better? It's not a doing better. I don't get interviews. It's just a better mentally. If I apply to 7 jobs a week, I'm more calm. And now, am I getting interviews? Hell, fuck no, I'm not getting interviews. Hell, fuck no, I'm not. Wish I was. I'm not. How do you edit your resume to show employers that you have retail experience when you don't have any retail experience? How do you show that? How do you tailor your resume if you don't have any retail experience? Do you make up, you embellish your resume and say, I worked at ABC store and I did cashiering? Is that what I need to do? I need to fake a resume and put down that I had a fake job? Is that what I need to do just to get a job? Is that what I need to do? I'm so freaking mad. And you know, the only thing that keeps me away from the anger? Guess. I don't have any water here. I don't want to drink that. Man, shit. That water has aspartame in it. And that is one of the worst things you can drink. Aspartame is it makes you more hungry. It's a chemical sweetener. It's not like stevia. Aspartame is really bad. Don't do it. Anything with like Diet Coke, don't do it. You're not helping your system. You'll gain weight and you'll get fat if you drink Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. Aspartame will make you fat. And I have it, and I sip on it, and I take a sip of it every day. I was like, I can't believe I bought this flavored water from Stater Brothers. I just can't believe it. The only thing that keeps me from anger is studying Hermeticism, the Tarot, and I mean the Kabbalah, the Order of the Golden Dawn Kabbalah, and the Tarot and the Sophrats and the angels associated with them. I don't have it here. No, I don't. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Here it is. It's the only thing that keeps me from anger. So, hold on. Heart. I can't even talk. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it has to be in this. It has to be. Can't be. I took really good notes. Okay, there's one. Hod, Yasod, Malkut, Keter. There's another one. There's a better one than this. There's a better one. There it is. You see that? You see how detailed that is? We got Keter. We got wisdom over here. We got Chokmah. We got Bina. Understanding this is the pillar of severity. We got the pillar of mildness. And then we got on the right, I'm sorry, it's backwards. Oh, it's right for you too. The pillar on the right is the pillar of mercy. This is the middle pillar. So you can get the middle, it's called, the book is titled The Middle Pillar. Now, I cannot pronounce the person that wrote it, but you can Google it. The book is titled The Middle Pillar by Israel something. His meditation, the middle pillar, is the meditation associated with this. So you go from Malkut to Yasod, that's the foundation. You go to Tiferet, that's beauty. That is the heart. In astrotheology, the heart is God consciousness. That is the sun. In astrotheology, S-O-N is S-U-M. And then you go up to Keter, where it is the Akash, the quintessence, the fifth element, the Akash, the God, the fifth element. So people are going to say, what's the fifth element? Hold on. Do I have it here? I might not have it. I didn't. You gotta be kidding me. Shoot. I don't have it here. I can't believe that. Even I don't have it here at all. I cannot believe I don't have the this 5-pointed star. So let me see if I can do this briefly. Hold on. Give me a minute. See if I can find it here. Oh no, shoot. I don't have it here. Darn it. Darn it. Wind, air. I don't know where it is. Is it over there in my kitchen? Maybe it's in my kitchen. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe it's in my kitchen. Aha! Is this it? Please tell me this is it. Please tell me this is it. Oh, I found it. Oh, yeah, I found it. I can't believe I don't have it in this big notebook, because this big notebook is it. This Tree of Life, the big one, because I have 3 here. There's the big one. I have the angels attached to them. So I got Gabriel down here at the foundation, Yasod, Desire, Kingdom, Malkut, Hod, Glory. That's Michael, Raphael. Tiferet, Beauty. That's associated with Michael and Raphael. Jebura or Jebura, Judgment, Strength. The 5th Sabarat is Chamel or Chamuel. Hasad or Chasad. Mercy is associated with Zadkiel. These are all associated with angels. They're all associated with planets. So Pluto. I think 3 is Saturn. See, I got more notes. There we go. See, here's another one. Here's another one. So we got 3 Saturn, Bina, Chakma, Neptune, Pluto. So on the right, 2 Neptune. On the left, 3 Saturn. 5 is Mars. 4 Chasad is Jupiter. 7 Netzarat, can't pronounce it, is Venus. 8 Hod is Mercy. 9 Yasod is Luna, Moon. That's where we get lunatic from. And then Malkut is Earth. That is where we manifest. That is the world of manifestation. There are 4 worlds in Hermeticism. There's 4. Each of these is a world. And I don't have the worlds on here. But I believe 10 is just the bottom one. And then 8, I believe 8, 9, and 7, 8, 9 are the next one up. And then 5, 4, and 6 is the next one. And I think 1, 2, and 3 is the next one up. But maybe it's just 1, because maybe 1 is, I'm not sure if 1, 2, and 3 is 1 or it's just 1. I have to go back. But I have 3 teachers, and it's kind of confusing. And the only thing that keeps me out of the anger, the only thing that keeps me out of, I gotta look for work. I gotta look for work. I gotta find a job. I gotta find a job. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta pay my rent. I don't just have rent. I don't just have rent. The only thing that keeps me out of that crap. I gotta apply for a job. I gotta apply for 500 jobs a week. I gotta get an interview. I gotta get an interview. I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove myself. The only thing that keeps me out of that shit is studying this. And I got 3 teachers, and it's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing, guys. So, let's go here. Let's see if I can find. Let's see if I can find him. Playlists. That was cool. I looked on my phone and I saw me live. That was cool. You ever looked at yourself when you do meditation and you come out of you and you observe yourself? That's kind of cool. So, so here's one fabulous mentor that I have, and I have 33 videos. I don't know if this is a public or private, but I like him. He's just all over the place. Can you see? No. Can't see. Oh my God. Still can't see. Still can't see. Look at that, man. That is Santos Bonacci. Love the guy, but he's all over the place. And I wish he would finish what he starts. He starts talking about faces, like Aquarius and Cancer, and like he'll go through like Aries and Taurus and Gemini and Cancer and stop there. Like, then I'm like, can you go through the whole zodiac and tell me what the Cancer and the Leo and then the Virgo and the Libra and all like that? Can you keep on going and stay on the same track of what you were talking about? Like if you're talking about faces, I'd really like to know what a Cancer face looks like because I am a Cancer sun. And I'm not like tall and lengthy. I'm like short and fat. So yeah, I'm an Aquarius rising, but I wish I was 5'8". I wish I could do that. Oh. So that's one of them. Santos Bonacci is one of them. I have a playlist called Astrotheology, but I really like Santos Bonacci, but he's all over the place. And then there is I got one, I don't know how many videos, but it's called Esoteric Knowledge, but it's neither here nor there. I have playlist that's public called MP Hall. So Manly P Hall. I love the guy. I love Manly P Hall. I own his book. Can't remember the name of it, but I own the book. Let's see, where's the guy's name? Bill Donahue. So there's 3 teachers. Bill Donahue, I got a playlist. It's private. Bill Donahue, Santos Bonacci, and then the last one is the most recent is Joe. Where are you? I got all these playlists. This is crazy. I got microdosing as a playlist. Stoicism as a playlist. Okay. Where's Joe? Where's Joe? I don't know where Joe is. I know I got a playlist called Joe. At least I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Kabbalah, Tree of Life. Wow. Tarot. Maybe I don't. Astrology. The Golden Dawn, Logic. I thought I had a playlist. 7 Rays. Health. Book of Wisdom. No. Slow Heart. No. I thought I had a playlist called Joe. No, I don't. Shit. So let's go to Tarot. I bet you a lot under there is. I bet you a lot. So I love this guy. I love this guy. I love him. I want to pay him to learn from him. I'm going to butcher his last name. Joe Montaloni. Joe Montaloni. Monteleone. Joe Montalone. He's fabulous. So.
It might sound corny, but power doesn't exist.
The speaker is in the other room, so you can't see. Yeah, you can't see. Sorry. Joe Montalone or Montalone. He teaches Tarot and the 4 worlds, and he teaches Kabbalah. The not Jewish mysticism. It's the Western. It's the Western Hermetic, and I am obsessed with this, and that is the only thing that keeps me away from the anger. That's it. And then the 5-pointed star, the pentagram, It represents the four elements and the spirit, the Akash, um, or God spirit. Um, can't forget that. So we got air up here with the line through the upward pointed triangle. We got water with the down pointed triangle with no air, no line. We got the air; it has a line through it. We got earth, down pointed triangle with the line through it, and we got fire with the triangle pointed up with no line, and then we got spirit with this either a circle or a circle with a cross to represent earth. That's the same sign for Malkut for the 10th Sephirot down there at the base. So you could look at it both ways if you want. You could look at it like you're planting roots down here and you're going up the tree of life. You're going up to back to God. So it's like you're up here and you can't talk about this. You can't talk about this. You can just think about it. Um, just talk about it a little bit. It's kind of hard to think about it because what is God? If you kind of think about what is God, you're going to blow your mind, right? And as you go down, you just manifest, and then you give it all back to God, and you go back up. So you can look at it both ways. I've been studying it a little bit. You could look at it like planting roots, or you could like flip it upside down, and your roots are really up here in one. You really want to, you know. I'm not that deep into it, but I'm not paying Joe. Don't have the money to pay Joe. And God, that's what you get for going into anger, and you get all this anger stuck in your second and third chakra. This is the only thing, guys. This is it that keeps me from the anger. And then my mom. A lot of you guys know that she died in 2018. I don't know if she's on any of my videos from like 2016 or 2015, or when she was quote unquote well in like 2011, 2012. You might have seen like her stomach or her chest. Her face, I don't think she ever got on. I did post some videos, I think, on YouTube when she was sick, but then I think I took them down. I don't even know if I made them public, but she was quote unquote well in 2011. She wasn't like, her memory was bad, but she didn't like need long-term care in 2011. My mom didn't need long-term care in 2012. She had memory issues, but it wasn't that bad. The Alzheimer's was just a very slow, and then and slowly working on that. I've been working on that book since there's actually 2 books that I'm working on, and I got to go back to the one that's about my mom. It was like about my mom, and then about me and Diane working on me and everything that Diane taught me. So it's like that's one book in 2 parts, like me and my mom and taking care of her and navigating the system with my mom, because doctors kept on thinking my mom was like psychiatric, like, what's wrong with her? And doctors were like, don't you have brothers? Don't you have sisters? Don't you have neighbors? And I'm like, yeah, I got neighbors, but put yourself in my shoes. If you don't know your neighbors and they speak another language and you don't know who the fuck they are you going to ask your neighbors to come over to watch your mom if you don't know who your neighbors are? No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, why didn't you ask your neighbors? Because they don't speak English. They speak Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. So these doctors are just so out of touch. And they were like, don't you have brothers and sisters? No, I don't. No, I don't have family. No, I don't. That's why I'm having problems navigating the system, because most people have a fucking family. And I don't. Now I don't need a man. I need to work. So, that book about my mom and taking care of my mom, and then stopping that, and then Diane, and then her teaching me, and then that book about me and my spiritual journey going through all this stuff. Guys, I study alchemy too. I do. And I'm not talking about changing metal into gold. I'm talking about spiritual alchemy. It's like a thing going through spiritual alchemy. And there's another, I can just tell you, because if I show you like this, you ain't going to be. So you can see kind of the outline of Joe there. Kind of see a bad about it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look. You can see now. See how sexy he is? He's so sexy. But you can't hear because the Bluetooth speaker's in there. But the other channel I like, Joe Montleone, Bill Donahue, or William Donahue, and Santos Bonacci. He has several. Santos Bonacci has several channels. I think he keeps on getting into trouble on YouTube. I think YouTube keeps on shutting him down or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But the other channel is Gnostic Students. Gnostic Students. Fabulous channel. Let's see if I can find it. Gnostic Students. Yep. There's a video called, if you go to Gnostic Students, I'm giving you away all the how I'm learning for free because I don't have books to read on this. I wish I had books to read on this. You know, it would help me because I'm a YouTube junkie and I can go off and go, ooh, that looks like a fun. Blah, 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 blah. This is the only shit that keeps me out of the anger, guys. This is it. This is it. And if I need to study this to keep out of the anger and not look for work, okay, but how am I going to get my rent paid for $450 a month? And I don't just have rent. And if I call churches, they go, oh, we'll give you food. And I'm like, fuck you, I don't need food, I need rent, fuck you. I'm like, you know, and I people think I'm a drug addict. Well, drug addicts don't want to work, okay? I do. So I get so pissed when I'm looking for work. I get so pissed. It's like unreal. You go to the very bottom of the page for Gnostic Students, the very bottom, the very first video, Alchemy 01 is the first video, and it was done 11 years ago. And there's like Alchemy 02, that's transmutation. There's Alchemy 05, that's the secret of Azoth. I've listened to half of that so far. I don't know if you can see no, you can't. Look at that. Shit. You know, look at that, how bad that is. Can't see. It's horrible. Let's see if that's any better. Is that better? Yeah, a little bit. You can see Joe there at the top. But there's the video, and I'm halfway through. Alchemy 05, The Secret of Azoth. Alchemy 06, Mercury and Hermes. Yay! Oh, I just get so excited. Listen, I just get so excited learning about mythology. It's just, I love it. Gnostic teaching. Okay, Gnostic Students. There's Gnostic Students has a playlist. They have a playlist called Gnostic Teachings Astrology. I love Gnosticism because it all blends in when you get into it. It all blends in, baby. It all blends in. It's like you get into Hermeticism, you get into Gnosticism, then you go into the Rosicrucians, and you want to study mythology. I had to bring the mythology book back to the library. I haven't gone back to the library to recheck it out. Haven't done that yet. Gnostic Teachings Fuel for Spiritual Experience playlist by Gnostic Students. Beginning Here and Now Gnostic Teachings.org by Gnostic Students. That's a playlist. Gnostic Teachings Defense for Spiritual Warfare by Gnostic students. There's so much videos on one channel, Gnostic students. So when you don't have one mentor, one teacher to put it all in order to say, okay, here's Hermeticism, here's what's it called? Princia. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me get out of YouTube. I want to get out of YouTube. I think it's called Princia. Yes. Pricia Theologia. Prisca Theologia is a Latin phrase that translates into ancient theology. It's a doctrine that suggests a single true theology that was given to humans by God in ancient times and is present in all religions. This wisdom is believed to be universal, transcending cultural and temporal boundaries. Some notable proponents of Princia theology include Hermes Trismegistus, a figure revered for his wisdom and many traditions. The term was first used by Marcello Ficino. There's a guy, I haven't heard of him, maybe I will later in my studies, David Bentley Hart, has described Princia Theologia as a polyphonic understanding of religious difference rather than a modic one. He compares it to music of interwoven harmonies. So there's a lot on this on YouTube right now, guys. Harry B. Joseph has like 5 different channels on YouTube, and I don't know if somebody's copying him. I really don't know. But I think his channel, there's a Book of Wisdom channel. There's Book of Wisdom, like Book of Wisdom University. There's another one. There's like 5 different channels that all have Harry B. Joseph's voice. And I think people are copying his videos. I think that's what's going on. I don't think he has 5 different channels. If he does, I don't know why. I don't know why. But I have his book. And his book is full of his book is Book of Wisdom. The first one is full of typos. So there's Book of Wisdom University. And then that's his main one. And then there's others. There's a lot. There's so much on this, guys. And somebody's watching and I'm almost done. So, couldn't believe this is 50, 60 minutes. I wanted to do a 14-minute video and it turned out to be a 50, 60-minute video. Oh, well. So I have to focus on this Sephiroth, Tree of Life, Kabbalah. I'm a heathen. I'm not a Christian. If I'm a Christian, okay. If I'm a Christian, I'm a Gnostic. So, boy, did I do a 180, didn't I? Jesus. Sorry. I write it down. I typed it out because I don't have it memorized, guys. The Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. So it's the Order of the Golden Dawn. Atheists have a really good question when you call into the atheist experience and they say, I want to talk about God. And and they go, well, which God do you want to talk about? Really good question, atheists. Which God do you want to talk about? I like that. And I like Baphomet. I really like this dude here. I really like this dude. And there's so many ways you can look at this stuff. There's so many ways. And I'm going to end with this. I got everything. I got everything. Gosh. Everything. And look, where are you? See the last card? Oh, it's the last, let's see. The four. Jesus. Where are you? So, yeah, each card means something different in the tarot. And I really like, where are you hiding? And I can't wait until I study more. If I had the money, I would pay Joe. I really would. There he is. The Capricorn card. Because there's so many ways you can look at that. I mean, you can look at it like shame. You can look at it like sexual shame. There's something holding you back. There's a shadow. So, like whatever you're ashamed of, it's just a shadow. You need to shine a light on it. Really shine a light on that shame. Bondage. What are you bonded to? It could be a bondage to your religion or family systems or your family history or what do you call it? Ancestral lineage and all that. It could be many different things. But I look at this as Baphomet as the blending of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I look at that Baphomet as a he/she. He's a man and a female. He's divine feminine, divine masculine, and you need to learn how to blend the energies, because in this world, in America, women are poo-pooed upon. Women don't even have rights in like India and stuff like that. We didn't have rights in the USA until what? When did women get the vote? When did women have a right to vote? I don't know when that was. I don't know my history guys, but maybe you history buffs. I don't know. Were we able to vote by the 1950s? Think of slaves. Black people couldn't vote back in the day. And women couldn't vote in the 1800s. Women had no rights. And I think in India and stuff like that, women still don't have rights. They have to be subservient to their husbands. And men are macho men. They don't know how to get in touch with their feelings. They're told to be macho. I'm a macho man. If a man goes into his heart to feel his feelings, he's a sissy. And if a woman gets angry, she's being she's not assertive. She's being what's the other word? Aggressive. So if man can be assertive, aggressive, but not a woman. A woman has to be subservient and quiet. So we're like topsy-turvy. And we need to balance them out. So I really like this card a lot. But like Satanists, they go a totally different direction. They're like, yeah, I worship Satan because he's the god of this world. And if you read the Bible does say Satan's the god of this world. So why not worship Satan? And I'm not a Christian, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, Satanists are evil and bad. No, I'm not gonna do that. So if you are looking for work, you can't find a job, and you're like me, I would suggest you find a way to get money. I do have a GoFundMe account, but I didn't add it in the description before I went live, so I might need to find out how to do that and add it. later. But you're gonna have to learn AI. You're gonna have to learn all that artificial intelligence, because anything that's automated is gonna be replaced. Accounting, anything repetitive is gonna be replaced. So you can definitely like bookkeeping, data entry, all lower based jobs. We're already seeing it in fast food places where like you go into fast food places and there's no cashier and it's just a big huge tablet and you just order what you want and then put your money in or put your debit card in. You're the cashier. You take your own order, kind of like self checkout. So I'm gonna give it 3-4 years. 3-4 years. All those automated jobs. I'm learning Canva right now. This has 128 gigs. I can't even take pictures and shit like that on my phone because I think I got, let's see, let's see what I got. Wow, 1.4. I got 1.4 megabytes of pictures that need to be trashed. 1.4 megabytes. So cool. 102 megabytes of storage used. 102. 128 on my phone available. I mean, not available. 128 full. That's all of it. But I have used 108. So I only have 22, 24 gigs left. Not much, guys. In the grand scheme of things, 22, 24 gigs, not a lot. My email, I think, has 40. It's either 45 or 50 or something like that, or 40 gigs already used in my email, and I'm deleting every day. So, yeah. Temu. I'm wondering if I should just let go of Temu. Some of these I just don't even use. Rent a cyber friend. I don't think I need that. Starbucks. I don't even go to Starbucks anymore. That's what I'm doing. I'm like deleting these apps because everybody's like, download our app. No, I don't need to. I'm 50. I'm a Gen X. I don't need an app. Sorry, I don't need an app. We could be looking at like delete some memory or some storage space from your brain so you can have an app in your brain, and you got to delete shit from your brain like memory or something just to add an app. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not part cyborg. I'm not going that way. We lose our divinity if we integrate ourselves with AI. Glassdoor, Disney Plus. I don't even have a Disney account. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what to tell you guys. Find something that you love. If you're looking for a job, find someone that you know that is working at a company. That way they can give you a referral. Because I knew someone that was working for someone and she wanted to give me a referral. And I said, thank you. I applied to that company the same day that she was going to give me a referral. And I said, thank you. And I said, I applied. And she rescinded. And then I asked her, please send me the referral code. I really like that. And I said, maybe you could talk to your boss. And she said, I'll see what I can do. And haven't heard. She didn't send me the referral code or anything. So it's like, Thanks. I thought you were going to give me a leg up and help me so I can work and pay my bills. But I don't know. Did my friends just ditch me? I don't know. Got me. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm exhausted, guys. Riverside County 211 is broken. If you see ads for it, don't believe it because all they're going to do is tell you about food banks. They do not help anyone unless you need food. There is no help for anyone other than food banks. I already called the other day, talked to some supervisor, and he was like, "You seem to know how to navigate the system." And I'm like, "Navigate? There is no system. It's a circle of Catholic Charities. Have you thought about calling 211?" It's like, shut the fuck up. Have you thought about calling Catholic Charities? Have you thought calling about there's another one, not Catholic Charities, Lutheran something or another? Food banks. Food banks. It's like bullshit. Have you thought about calling this? Have you thought about calling that? It's like, shut the fuck up and call each other. Lutheran, whatever you are, call the Catholic Charities, see what they do. Riverside County 211, shut the fuck up and call Catholic Charities. Catholic Charities, shut the fuck up and call Community Action Partnership. Call them. Community Action Partnership, shut the fuck up and call Riverside County 201 and see what they have. Riverside County Department of Public Social Riverside County Department of Public Social Services. What is that? That's where you get CalWorks if you're a family. Don't tell me. It says it individuals. CalWorks is for families. It's for people with children. So fuck you if you see an ad that says, it says DPS says CalWorks is for individuals. No, it's not. It's for people with children. And if you don't have children, you're not glorified. If you have children, you're put on a pedestal. Oh, we'll help you for the children. But you don't have children, you're fucked. So I'm just like, yeah, it's like, I'm done. And I'm looking at these things to see if I can delete anything. See, everything that I save, like if I take a video from Canva, it saves to my phone. So I just gotta keep on deleting shit. Oh, I don't know what this is. Food for something. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So I don't know what that is. I got a lot of stuff on here, but I just don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna delete that. I don't know what I deleted, but oh well. I don't know what I deleted, but I don't know what to tell you guys. If you're looking for work, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you're I don't know what to tell you if you're like looking for work. You better find something that you like to do and try to make money doing that. If you have like money, if you have like $50 to invest and you don't need it for like your phone bill coming up in 2 weeks, because if you do not have the money and you have $50 for your phone bill, you better use that $50 for your phone bill. unless you can really, really, really prove and you can turn that $50 into $150. But not everybody can do that. Believe me, if everybody could, everybody would be working for themselves. So, yeah. Oh gosh, I got so much to delete. But yeah. I just I'm exhausted, guys. I'm really tired of trying to advocate for myself and telling people what I've already done. People assume they don't know shit about me. I've already worked at Amazon, and they do make you hold your urine. They do. Why would I want to go back to working for Amazon when I have an MBA? They didn't take my application. There was no application. There was no resume when I applied in 2019, and they do make you hold your urine. Why would I go back to getting up at 3 a.m., leaving at 4:10 a.m., driving 90 minutes away, 45 miles, 90 minutes, leaving at 4:10, parking at 5:30, walking all that way to get to the front door, walking all that way from the front door to the time clock to clock in at 6 without bringing a water bottle, because you can't bring a water bottle on the floor of a warehouse. Hold your urine. I asked to go to the bathroom at 7, being treated like a 5-year-old kid. When I've had real jobs, I've had many. I probably had 100 jobs. I probably had 100 positions in 40 years because I had a lot of temp jobs. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe 50 jobs, but a lot. Most of them say, go to the bathroom. Just go. Go to the bathroom. You don't have to ask us. Just go. You need to go? Go. And Amazon will make you hold your urine. So I'm sick and tired of people. Have you thought about working at Amazon? The next person that said, you thought about working at Amazon? I am going to shoot your lights out. I'm going to cut your tongue off is what I'm going to do. So I'm tired of advocating, but I'm tired. I know it's either I work and get a job or I get rental assistance. And if I can't do both, I can't live in my car. I can't live in my car. I would rather 5150 myself and say, fuck this. Fuck all this. Fuck everything. I got my car tags due in July. I got my driver's license renewed. I'd rather go 5150 myself than live in my car. That's how bad I don't want to go homeless. So if you're 25, 30, and you're like, God, I got to live with my parents, humble yourself and live with your parents. Humble yourself and live with your parents. Thank God you have them and they're alive. Because some people don't have a family like me. And if I continue to apply to jobs, I will probably continue to be very angry. How do you edit your resume for a retail job? How do you do that when you don't have retail experience? Make up a job? Is that what you do? I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. If I could do it in the let me see if I can do it in the what's her name? I don't know the character's name. Was it Brittany? There's 2 characters and Brittany's one of them, and I can't remember the character's name in White Chicks. And if I could do it in the character's voice, I'm almost done, but I am tired, exhausted. So let me see if I can do it in that accent. I'm so freaking exhausted. Is that the way she says it in White Chicks? She goes, I'm so freaking pissed. But I'm not pissed. I'm so freaking exhausted. I'm exhausted, guys, of trying to navigate the system to either find a job, cold call employers, asking if they're really hiring, can't get into a hiring manager, use LinkedIn. I don't pay $40 a month for LinkedIn. I used to. I had to cancel it. The money. Sorry, LinkedIn. You're too expensive. You're too expensive. So can't see who's looking at my profile because I'm limited to the first 5 people only. And then can't send messages because I can only send 5 a month. So sorry, LinkedIn. I'm not paying for you. I'll cold call companies. I'll look for emails, email my resume, maybe get blocked because my email goes to Outlook. And if you have a spam blocker, you're going to block my email. How do I get an interview without knowing someone in the company? It's like, I'd rather 5150 myself. If I get an eviction notice, because my landlord is telling me last month, just expect an eviction notice. And he said, don't fuck us over. And I said, what's that mean? He said, don't send an answer to the court. And I go, that is my right to send an answer to the court. Tenants have rights. And now we have 10 days to do it instead of 5. We have 10 instead of 5. And he's like, don't send an answer. And I'm like, why wouldn't I send an answer? Well, if you do that, it's going to delay the whole process, and then we won't get rent for two months. And I'm like, why would you give me an eviction notice? And I don't understand. He's like, that's only if we file it. And I'm like, why would you give me an eviction notice if you don't file it? Because he's trying to make me leave. I don't have anywhere to go. It is a 90-day waiting period, guys, for a shelter. I don't have 90 days. So I got to find out how to get my AdSense account back because it closed in 2021. It closed. I know I was all over the place in this. You attract what you are, not what you want. And that's probably why I attracted Santos Bonacci to me, because you do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. So I'm going to keep on cold calling companies and asking, are you really hiring for this? Because I don't have time for pipelining dreams stuff. I need a job now. I need a job now, not tomorrow, now. I need a job now. Now. And people say, oh, you're applying the office jobs only. No, I'm not. I applied to 14 store jobs, one employer, 14 jobs, all retail in Hemet. One employer, 14 different positions on one employer's website. And I don't know how long it took. 30 minutes to fill out the stuff? I don't know. 25 minutes? I don't know. Not sure how long it took. Click, 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 click. Put in that data and everything like that. All this and everything. Attach my resume. It said these are the positions we have open because it's a new store opening up in Hemet. And then I went out to the job fair today in Hemet at the Workforce Development Center. One employer I went to. It was a store. Can't pronounce it. Villarilla. I don't know the name of it. Villa something. I don't know what the name of it is. V for Victory. That's what I'll say. V for Victorious. I don't know the name of the store. I just know it's in Hemet. And it's opening up 2 or 3 weeks. Don't tell me I'm only applying for office jobs when I know I'm not. And I'm not going to spend my money on a food handler's card when I'm not guaranteed a job. I did that. I wasted my money in 2021. Did it help me? No, it did not. No, it did not. I got a food handler's card in 2021, and it did not guarantee me a job. I put food handler's card on my resume, didn't do shit. So why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I spend $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 when that $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 can go toward my phone bill or toward my car insurance? Because I know that if I put $40, $50, $60, $70 toward my phone bill, it's going to be paid, or part of it's going to guarantee something. But I can't just pay $40, $50, $60, $70 or whatever it is for a food handler's card if it's not going to guarantee me a job. I don't have that risk. I don't have it. 2 types of food handlers cards in California. Okay, there's California Food Handlers card. What is that? Serve safe. Okay. I don't know. Accept. Important update for 2024. California law requires employees to purchase food handlers training and exam on behalf of their. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, starting January 1st, 2024, California law requires employers to purchase a food handler's training and exams on behalf of their employees. Before making a purchase, please check with your employer on how they prefer to provide you with your food handler training and exam. Ooh, that's nice. So that's safe. That is safe, serve safe. And I believe that's the one that I got. But there's a Riverside County one too. Employers who handle food must have a California food handler's card on file with their employer within 30 days of hire. Employees must complete a 90-minute training and pass the exam with 70% of hire. Okay. That's good to know. Employers are required to purchase the food handler's training and exams for the employees. That's nice. Because if you don't got money, you can't do it. And I'm tired of employees saying, like IHSS, they say, you got to pay for the P test. No, I don't. It's not a 1099. It is IHSS that budgets the money for Mr. Smith to pay you. So it's not Mr. Smith paying you out of a Social Security check. It is IHSS saying Mr. Smith is paying you. But it's really IHSS budget money going, because it's budget money going to Mr. Smith. And IHSS is full of shit. They're full of shit. Let's see. Online training. No way. The Safe Serve California Food Handlers program includes interactive course and a 40-question exam for $9.99 and 90 minutes. English, Spanish, Chinese, Korean. For San Diego residents, it's $12.99. No way. I remember there was one for Riverside County, and I had to do the Riverside County. State food safety. Why not? Is this the one? $9.99. $9.99. San Diego English. $150. What's this? Serve Safe Food Handlers ANAB English Guides. Safe Serve 6th edition Spanish. Answers. Serve Safe Manager. Testing. Manager. There's a Riverside County one though. Riverside County Food Handler Certificate. You got to know which one you need. Food Handler Certification. Riverside County Food Handlers Program. $28. I wonder if this is 2 years. I bet you that's the one that I got. Yes, there is required to print your certificate. $28. Yeah, you got to know which one to have, because I remember, I think I got 2. But I didn't work in like fast food. My first job was like $10.99. It was sales. And they were wrong. I was like, you guys got to provide me a cash for making these phone calls to call these people, because they didn't. It wasn't a true 1099. It was W-2. If they tell you when to work and they tell you how to work and they wouldn't tell you when to clock in and when to clock out, it's W-2. If you could work your own hours, it's 1099. If they tell you how to do the job, it's W-2. If you can do the job any way you want, it's 1099. If you own your own business and you run it the way you want and you could work your own hours, it's 1099. If they tell you to come in at 10 o'clock and work till 10 p.m., it's W-2. If they tell you you must come in the office and you must sell this way, and this is the way we do it, it's W-2. But employers like to say it's 1099, but they're lying to your face. Don't let them. You got to go to the library. I did that in 1993. I went to the library. I said, I need a book on labor codes and labor laws. And I needed California labor laws. And the lady said, here's our resource section on that. And I couldn't check them out, but I could stay at the library. And I spent hours. And I said, is there any way I can copy these books and copy them? I did. Yeah, I did. When you're like fired, employers have to, I believe, have to pay you within, I think they have to pay you immediately or within 72 hours. You got to look it up. And this is all California. If you quit, I think employers have to pay you within like a week. But if you're fired, I think they have to pay you immediately, or maybe within 72 hours. I can't remember. But don't be taken advantage of. Always know your rights. Always know the law, because a lot of employers are going to say you're an independent contractor when you're not. And I guess there's a way I can do Uber if I like rent a car, like not my car, but use like Uber's car. But I think I gotta have like special insurance on it, and that costs money. And I don't have that. I don't have that kind of money. If I did, I would do it, and I would ask somebody, how do I use somebody else's car, like an Uber car, to do Uber? How would I do that? Because I can't use my car because the tires are bald. Yeah, $28 for this Riverside County Department of Environmental Health. I think that's the one I had to go to a couple years back to get the food handler's card. But yeah, a lot of people go to fast food for the first job. I didn't do that. I got a first job at a mall and found out it was a fake job. And then I went working for the mall security. So it was like, I graduated high school in June. I applied for that job in June, that fake job at $10.99. They said it was $10.99. It was W-2. I worked there 3 weeks, 6 weeks. I did not get paid until 6 weeks. And it was $1 per application for JCPenney. They had to sign it. They had to say how much they made. They had to have their income. They had to say their employer. They had to have their social security number, their signature, all their like family, everything. If they didn't sign it, I didn't get my dollar. If they didn't put how much money they made, I didn't get my dollar. If they didn't put their social security number, I didn't get my dollar. It's $1 per app. I made $80 a week, and I worked 40 hours a week, and minimum wage was $4.25 at the time. So I don't know what I could have made. I don't really know. Let's do that at 4.25 times 40. 4.25 times 40 is 170 a week. Really? 4.25 times 40 is $170 a week. So I would have made 170 minus 25. I would have made 145 a week, working 40 hours a week, but I made 80 because they paid me $80 because I had 80 applications that were approved in a week. And I was made assistant manager because I did so good in sales. Bullshit. After, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks of that shit, I left. I said, you ain't paying me right. Bye. See you later. Went to work for Galleria Tyler Mons Security. think I was paid $5 an hour, 40 hours a week, 200 a week, times 4, 800 a month, gross. So that was probably 680. I made overtime though. I did overtime. So that security job was a real job, and I didn't have a guard card. There was no guard card needed. Didn't need to do that. So, the job market has just changed, and baby boomers are the first generation that don't understand. And anybody is not looking for work, you don't understand. So, that all this stuff is the keeps me from anger. If I stick my head in astrology, anything, astrotheology. If I go into, if I study like the aspects of astrology, if I study like the archetypes, love studying the archetypes. If I study the archetypes of like what is it like for Venus retrograde and Mercury trining Mercury in Gemini, and it's trining Mars in Jupiter, something like that. I'm not saying that's happening right now. Please don't look it up. But I like studying the archetypes. And the thing is, I don't have a teacher that's like, okay, we're going to go from this Hermeticism. We're going to teach you the 4 worlds, and then boom, we're done. And then we're going to teach you the tree of life, and then everything is attached to the tree of life. You got herbs, you got angels, you got planets, you got the 22 paths. So there's actually 22 plus 10, because each disc or sephiroth is, and then you got the paths that correspond to these. So you actually got 22 plus 10. So that's what, 32? So you got the worlds, you got the planets, you got tarot, you got angels attached to it. I mean, what else is attached to it? I don't know. There's so much. So, and then I go into Hellenistic astrology, and it's like all these, I feel like I'm at the base of a tree, and then I look one way and I got one little root, and then I go deep and it branches off into 5. And maybe I should do that. Maybe I should like paint a tree. Maybe I should do that. Just like I'm drawing a tree right now, but and we got a nice tree here. And then we got this would be cool to draw. We got the psychology of color. I just called a friend of mine. So here's my little tree roots. And what I'm doing is like this. I called a friend of mine about the psychology of color because I have so much anger, and I heard that blue calms. So I'm going to be painting tomorrow. So this is what I'm doing right here. This is what I'm doing. So we got all my studies, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 9 or 10 roots. And I go down one, but I can go this way or this way or this way, which is another like root system. I can go all these. So I'm like going down and I'm like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's just like, no, I need one teacher. First, we're going to go there, here. We're going to, and then we're going to go here and go, and then we're going to go here and go. And Joe even says on his channel, I'll take you the whole thing. It takes like a year. It takes like a whole year to learn. And I'm like, please give me this, Joe, because I don't just want to study astrology. I love tarot. I love learning about the four worlds. I love learning about Hermeticism. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, that is the nervous system in us. So that is the communicator, our spinal cord, when your feet tingle, like if you have diabetes, that's your nervous system. If you go out walking and you step on a nail, how are you going to know? It's your central nervous system that tells your brain, ow, for the messengers. You better have that central nervous system working so that when your like knee goes out, spinal column, very important to have. So I love medical astrology, where you think of like the womb, Cancer, Gemini, hands, lungs, Pollux and Castor, hands, lungs, arms, mouth. I have Taurus. Pleiadians are in Taurus. I love this shit. I love it. So it's either that or start typing a little bit and like pick a day, Thursday and Friday or something. Pick a day. Just start typing and editing. And I have to go back and find the stuff about my mom, because that I don't even, it's been like probably like 6 months to a year since I worked on that. It's heavy because my mom died. It's heavy. It's been 7 years, I think. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 years since my mom died. It's still heavy, guys. It's still heavy because she was so young. She was 65. Her life was robbed. And the only thing I can say is thank God. Thank God she's not suffering. Because she was suffering really bad. And I miss her. I miss my mom really bad. Really bad. And she was my only advocate, and I didn't know. So you baby boomers, stop judging everybody else. Stop judging Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Y. Stop judging everybody else. And anybody else that lives with your mom and dad, and you're complaining that you have to move back in with your family, humble yourself and be grateful that your parents are alive. Because not everybody has a family. And I miss my mom so much. I miss my mom so much. I spent $100 a month on supplements to try to help my mom because the effects are fucked her up. And it goes into this, all the effects her and all the drugs and all the psychiatrists and all the Haldol and all that shit. Oh God, and the levodopa carbidopa. She was misdiagnosed with Parkinson's, and her legs were so rigid, like walking, like she was so rigid, right? Picture your legs really rigid, and you're like walking really rigid, like right? And your body's just rigid. And then all of a sudden you're like boing, 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 boing. And she's like, Senator, I can't control my head. And I'm like, oh my God, what did they do to you? And then the gabapentin was like blowing up her feet. Her feet were burning. So they gave her gabapentin to help the tingling. And the gabapentin made her retain water, and her feet got by like balloons, so she couldn't wear her shoes. And I'm like, well, we got to stop the gabapentin. And they were like, the doctors were like, why? And I'm like, look at her feet. And they were like, how do you know it's that? And I go, that's the only thing that changed, doctor. That's the only thing that changed was you gave her gabapentin. There was nothing else that changed. We're stopping the gabapentin. We stopped the gabapentin. About 5 days later, her feet went back to normal. But they were tingling. They were tingling, but no, she can't take gabapentin. So I'll never take gabapentin. I'm not going to take that shit. No way. If my mom was water retention, I will too. And I can't have pork because I get I know I retain water with pork. So I don't eat it. I don't eat pork. Now, I'll do turkey bacon, rarely, but I don't get the puffy eyes and stuff like that. So I gotta be really careful with salt. Really careful. That's why I don't do garlic salt. I'll do garlic powder. I don't do onion powder. I don't do onion salt. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. Don't make me a cheese omelet or a fake cheese omelet with garlic salt. I'll probably spit it out of my mouth because I don't like garlic salt. Garlic powder is okay. Or real garlic. Yeah, real garlic's fine. I'll cut up real garlic. You have a sinus infection like I get when I got Omicron, it was a sinus infection. When I got the flirt variant, it closed up these eustachian tubes. It closed them up last June last year in 2024. I was sick for 24 hours or 36 hours. I commanded my body to heal, and it did because I commanded it to heal. So the tubes closed up. I couldn't hear. And I had to sit sleeping up. And I was like, it's closing up, and like ice. And that didn't help. And I was like, okay, ice. And that didn't help. It actually made it worse. And I was like, well, what can I do? It was bad. And the flirt variant was very bad. It was all sinus attack. And so I just cut up raw garlic. Don't chew it unless you want to smell like garlic and have everybody around you say you stink. So you just cut it up, get a measuring cup or a measuring spoon, and you want like 2 tablespoons of cut up garlic, water, put it in your mouth, water, swallow. Don't chew raw. And it's a natural antiviral, antimicrobial, antibiotic. It's anti everything. And onions are too. But I don't eat raw onions. I grill them or saute them I saute them. And they're fabulous. And that's the problem with our diets. It's all cookies, cakes, and pastries and sugar. That's all it is. The standard sugar American diet. It's like they call it the standard American diet. I'm going to name it the sugar American diet. And so I'm going to call it. I have water over here. So, yeah. I do lives on Instagram on Sandra Gregston 24. I do lives on my TikTok on Sandra Gregg. Um, and I'm gonna have to start doing lives on Tarot um, later. Um, but I need my AdSense account back. I gotta find out how to get it back because I stopped doing YouTube lives in 2021, like cold turkey, and you can't do that. You can't do that. If you stop doing lives, you just, I heard you can't get the stuff back. The algorithm stops. So, yeah. If you're looking for work, I would say try to invest some money. If you have family, borrow, beg, anything besides selling your body. Try to borrow money from people if you have family. And try to make $50 $100. Try to make 100 200. I don't like swindlers. I don't like people that try to like fake stuff. There's MLNs, multi-level marketing that it works. Oh, buy this wrap, put it on your belly, and then sell it. Or Mary Kay, buy all this makeup from us and then sell it. I ain't gonna buy your product to sell it. I ain't gonna do that shit. I'm 50. Do that to 25-year-olds. Let them find out the hard way what it's like. I ain't gonna do that shit. So yeah. I know I was pretty angry, but I'm tired of advocating for myself. I'm tired of people assuming that I haven't done already what they think I haven't done. Have you thought about everything Candy 211? Well, maybe if you let me tell you what I've already done and shut up, I could tell you what I've already done. I already tried to give blood, plasma, to BioLife. They thought I lived on an Indian reservation because it's Navajo Road. Well, excuse the F me. Do I look like an American Indian? No, I don't. I look like a white girl to me. Looks like freckles to me. I don't know about you, but that's what it looks like. So, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so exhausted. I'm so freaking exhausted of people just not understanding. And I know I'm not the only one, but it is very rare for people to not have family. It is very rare. And if I had a disability, or if I was a victim of domestic violence, if I had cancer, if I had diabetes, if I was a veteran, victim of domestic violence, if I was pro, had a background that couldn't pass a background check because I had a barrier to employment, like a proly. What's the other one? Proly, and what's the other one? Probation. If you're on probation, or like an ankle bracelet or something like that. Like you got an ankle bracelet, you can't go out of your vicinity or something. That's a barrier to employment. Over 55. I don't know what the hell is over 55. You can't get a job because you're over 55. That doesn't mean that don't make no sense to me at all. At all. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, you can't work because you're over 55. Like, magically you go poor at 55. Is that what it is? Oh, we gonna help you get into senior housing because you're poor. But at 54 you ain't poor. But you poor now at 55. I get really angry, and when I get really angry, I either talk like a southerner or talk like a backwoods person, you know, like, I don't know, start talking like I'm not from California because I get angry and I get weird accents. And um, I'm running out of options. Just running out of time. I'm going to find out how I can link my GoFundMe account to this. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that there. I'm going to have, I don't want to put it in the chat. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out how to link it. Don't know, but it's been 2 hours and I spent too much time and this was not my plan. And I could delete it. But I mean, I was quite angry, but the job search is just insane. It shouldn't be. It's broken. It's broken. You shouldn't have to lie on a resume just to get a job. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to know someone in the company to get a job. That's called a personality hire. And it's nepotism, and it's wrong. It's wrong. And I got to go to bed. I'm tired.